Back out at the collapsing corner store project this morning, and it got cold and super duper windy overnight. We were in the 70s Fahrenheit yesterday out here, and it's below freezing now, so that's exciting. So let's get inside where it's a little warmer, thankfully. Up top here on this nice new floor, it has thankfully actually stayed a little warmer in here. Helps that we closed up the windows overnight. So yeah, of course we got that big gap up there, but we're just going to ignore that for a little while until the masons can get here in a couple days and take care of tightening that brick up. We're going to build walls, but before we can do that, got to knock some more loose plaster off. That never ends. And then, like I mentioned last time, we're going to build out the perimeter walls first. Then we can determine exactly what the layout is inside. The architect did a great job drawing this up, but they can only do so well on the measurements until the work is actually underway. So, the plans say verify in field, and we will do that. So having the perimeter walls up allows us to establish the important rooms, like the bathroom. The tub needs to be 60 inches. So, if that slightly shrinks, say the bathroom layout is on the right as we look at it, and the kitchen is on the left at the back. If we need to slightly shrink the kitchen, well, that is what it is, because we need to fit the tub in there. So little things like that we'll have to take into account, but it's probably, on the order of inches different. It's not anything major. The real key often is making sure we don't end up with a wall in the middle of a window. We had that next door where reality versus measurements. The plans, if we followed that to the measurement exactly, would have put a wall through a window, and well, that's not going to work, and would have done it multiple times. So we shifted, and it made it work. In this case, it's pretty easy with this whole side being pretty blank. Not too much of that to worry about. Just making sure the bathroom that will be by the stairs here works correctly, and it should. So, with that said, let's start tearing things up. Somebody's making a mess back here.
Yeah, but I'm doing it safely.
Safety first. Now that stupid safety third stuff that fake Mike Rowe was promoting. That was a fun TV show, but don't take him seriously as an actual advocate for labor. Hey, remember when we pulled down that lead pipe?
Yeah.
That's the rest of it.
Really good, too. There we go.
Well, we got a mess going as usual. We've taken 2 loads out of here. Got more to shovel up, but once that's cleaned up, we can start putting up a wall there, and not much more to knock off there, hopefully. So, got the first wall layout going here. Determine what the height is. See if it's consistent across the ceiling or not. We'll leave it a touch loose. These don't need to bear any weight. We probably have a bunch of lath nails and screws to pull off, though, to make it be able to get into place. We'll have to go along there and check them out. Cut off that pipe. It never ends. Still having to take our trash over to one of the other projects that this owner has that's in the demolition and architecture stage. That's going to be a pretty house. We took a walkthrough actually on a previous video, a few videos back. Not quite the scope that the collapsing corner store has, but there will be quite a bit of reframe work. And 2 buildings down is a previous project from this developer. We did a ton of reframing in that, and that's actually the first video on the first series on the channel. So the demo guys haven't been here a couple days, and we've actually ended up using this bin more than they have so far. Oh, hey, look, first wall.
Here, let's just put it up first. And then scooch down.
So we're at 122 and an eighth.
This isn't gonna work. Nail. Well,
Yeah,
yeah, we're good.
you are still gonna hit lath nails
He's
though,
gotta get scooched closer.
because I really only pulled enough out.
I pulled a bunch down here.
I only pulled enough out to get the wall in. You're not just gonna force it past.
We're not all the way in this corner either.
That can be fixed once it's in place.
Get closer.
I don't think that's going to make. I don't think that's going to change.
I guess somebody's gonna have to get up there on a ladder and pull some nails.
You sure we don't want to do it your favorite way? Top in first and then
You can't. Your
He said we can't.
your elbow will be facing the wrong way.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you guys just have to stand there. You guys have to stand there forever.
Okay.
I gotta see where nails are.
Yeah, it's kind of like Mike Mulligan and his steam shovel. Just became part of the building. 5 hours later, we did get that all up. But, besides the nails, had to beat it past the longer length of the angle, and then it popped right in. And it's all leveled and plumbed and don't need any bracing since we already have the ceiling. Joyce? Yep, you got it right. So getting our
Go ahead, just ask. I said,
Yep.
yeah.
getting our L corner put together there. I just cut the 6 studs that we need for this.
Roll it right.
Yeah, I don't know why you moved it again.
I know, it's just that I felt the nail because it hit it.
Oh, okay.
Went out.
So
Did I miss it?
this I'm gonna verify on the plans, but I think we need to run drywall straight across that chimney because the kitchen cabinets go on that wall. So we need a straight line, but I'm gonna go verify that before we frame out and around the chimney, and that way we can set this wall in the correct spot. Once that is up in place, we will frame across the back wall, and that'll be 2 sections.
We got all.
There's a crown both ways.
Yeah,
Well, make a choice.
I like it.
Okay. Well, I like it too.
Great.
I like Ike. Plans here. So this is the room back here. And actually there was a framed out wall there, and that is actually reflected in the plans. We gained more space by pulling that out. So we will just run across. That'll make a nice easy kitchen. Then got it's really for the unit, not really a lot of walls in any of them. Some closets, but 2 to 3 rooms and a bathroom in each. So nothing wild going on. There is one angle closet because it was there before, and with the historic tax credits, that's the living room, so that's the primary space. It has to go back. It's kind of goofy, but you know, you can store a jacket and a vacuum in that closet maybe. I don't know. And if you've never seen plans like this, I actually like when they're like this. You get a reflected ceiling plan and a floor plan together, so it can help you in determining some things. But it's actually, this is the best kitchen, most counter space in any of them. But that's what we're on with. And we just need one more plate on that wall, I guess. And a couple loose nails. Well, I can start measuring one side of this back wall. And look at this guy doing it himself. Well, you gotta slide the bottom over first.
Yeah, I know.
We'll determine the line it needs to go on after we get it there. Yeah, I think it's gonna have to be hit past again. It's it'll be kind of tight on a couple of those.
Go get the big.
Sledgehammer and the ladder.
I gotta get the ladder first.
Pause. A couple of those had sagged.
Yeah.
Yeah, that the fourth back was really saggy too. I lifted them up. I know there's room. I know there's room for them to lift up because I lifted them up with my hand. They just need a little gentle persuasion. Well, hey, how about you don't stand there? It's not gonna fall. It's not gonna fall.
It's not there.
Against the back wall?
No, it's not.
Oh, well, let's see if I can get here. Oh, yeah.
We can always pry it with the flat bar against the brick if it's not plumb.
Yeah.
Because that back wall leans out, but it doesn't look plumb. We'll check it out. Don't hit it too far. Don't hit it too far, eh?
Alright.
Remember, it needs to be in line with the chimney brick, not just pounded out.
Well, that one went, this is
That one's
bowed.
Yeah. That's shocking that we have a bowed stud. Well, that turned out to be an interesting wall to get plumbed up because not only did it need to be plumbed, it needed to clear the chimney in a straight line. And the chimney bulges out in the middle, but as you can see, I made it work. There was a lot of interesting finagling. Yeah, you can see, look at how that rocks. So, this gives us options here. The drywall can either run across to another wall on this side, or we're gonna talk to the project manager or maybe the owner. We'll see. We can frame a wall in front of this. Yeah, maybe you can see it even better now. We can frame a wall all the way across here in front of that chimney, and I put all of this subfloor down yesterday. Well, not all of it just yesterday, but I put all of this subfloor down with one jam, and you guys have done it like 4 times on these 2 little walls.
Well, it never jams on the side.
I think it's you guys.
My nail gun never jams.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, we got some options there. We'll talk it over and see what they think makes the most sense. It's not lacking in square footage in here, so coming on another 3.5 inches, probably not that big of a deal. I think I would do that, but I'm not the owner, so we are given quite a bit of latitude on making decisions that make sense because we're typically on the same plane. But something like that, I just want to make sure before we do it.
Yeah, because you may want the extra inches of.
Yeah, I mean, you never know. There's, like, next door,
Yeah.
we wouldn't want to frame it out because it was so narrow in the kitchen. We knocked all the plaster off both sides of the wall just to gain a little bit more space next door. So, yeah. Anyway, onto the back wall now.
And it's not naked.
It's not near the floor.
Did my best, but
Uh-oh, we gotta slide it now. Something up here.
it's gonna just have to be driven. I think.
What the hey?
Everything he does.
Should have had.
Everything.
I built the entire length to fit that saggy spot.
Well, let me see what the sagging spot looks like.
Yeah, let's set up the ladder correctly so you're not sagging.
Nope. Something. I need to schmecker it.
Just beat it.
That's what I need.
Like I said, let's set up the ladder correctly.
I did. Where does schmecker go?
How did it end up all the way back there?
Somebody. Don't know who yet, but somebody's.
How things end up where they end up, I will never understand. Yeah. See? Measurement was fine.
Yeah, okay.
It's fine.
No, it's not.
All right. Make sure it's smackarooed tight to the south side of the building. And then we need to actually leave it loose because we need to get the other section up.
Get the other section up.
Yep. Unfortunately, that's not today.
That's it. It's all
'Cause-
top and bottom.
We're out of time for today because it's Friday, and well, it's time to go home and
Not be here.
not be here. But also, I haven't even started on the video that's supposed to publish tomorrow. We'll see if that happens or not. But you know,
Rebuild it now.
that's in real time. Whenever this video publishes, that'll have been like 3 months ago. So you know, nobody will even know what I'm referencing, which one, or maybe they will, maybe not. I don't know.
Oh no.
Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna board that window back up. Back at it out here after a long weekend. We ended up taking Monday off because it was so cold. We don't like working when it's in the 20s, and that's one of the joys of being an independent subcontractor is if you don't want to be uncomfortable, you don't have to work in the heat. You don't have to work in the super cold. And it is still super cold. It's in the low 20s, but looks like it's going to rocket up to the mid 50s today. So that's why we're out here. Cold start makes you lively or hate your life or something like that. I don't know. Let's get inside though, where it's not windy. So we got this first section cut to a relatively arbitrary length to make it split at a convenient point between the door and the window here, which we need to get some new weather stripping on this door. The cold is really blowing through. It's not comfortable. So now we got 127¼ inches to go. Just cut that down, made sure it fit, and we'll pull the layout off the existing here and measure the height again, because I don't know if that maybe sags a little more. I don't know how clear it is that you can tell there's a gap and it's tight there, so we'll make sure that doesn't get any tighter. And well, it's been a few days, so I forgot the measurement anyway. Well, thankfully I learned from experience and knew to measure that, because it does continue sinking until between the door and the window at a low point of 121 5/8 inches. So for the sake of simplicity, we'll just run that same number all the way across. Got our 2 plates. Now we need however many studs we need.
All right, we're gonna try picking this thing up.
Well, it's not nailed to the floor, so that's a good start.
Yep.
Hey, you didn't nail this one.
Well, I guess we can
Just
jack
toenail it.
We can toenail it.
We're hitting
The whole, that one.
Hold on, hold the whole thing back. Move it straight up, no, into this bay here.
Well, you were the one going too far. You went too far.
No, you went too far.
I got
Get the
it.
top in.
Watch out for the loose one.
Yeah, you did that on purpose. All the screws and everything.
Getting out small for a second.
Top's caught.
I got it loose. Yeah, an inch.
It's gonna be really tight at that one spot. Next. And that was nailed to the floor.
Yeah, only once.
You're gonna have to go forward before. Yep, you. Because all those screws that the demo guys left behind, and there's gonna be one tight ceiling joist. Yeah, once you get it past the chimney, at least.
Yeah, you're right.
It's the second in from the left, I believe.
Yeah, it's that one.
All right, hold it. Let me get a ladder. Above the window.
Yeah, it'll lift up. I tested it to make sure. The other end looks like it's catching on something. I think it just needs to break past the angle, making it taller than it actually is.
Yeah, I think so. Dave, stop. Gently tap that double that way. That way?
No, back up. Yeah, get up.
Yeah. Well, we also got to find out what the straight line across the chimney, making a mess, what the straight line across the chimney is.
That's fine.
Don't hit it too far. Don't hit it too far.
We're about to.
It's easier to go in than out. All right. Grab the 8-foot level and run it across. Well, we got a little problem. The header there actually sticks a little lower and we can't get it past it. But we had it wedged in there so tight, we couldn't get it loose either. So we'll just move that back out of the way, clean up the mess on the floor, trim down that header. Trim down that header a touch, and there was also a screw there. It'll fit eventually. I promise. Had a little trim.
Here, Dave, pull it back and hit it. It's like, there we go.
There you go. All
Yeah, we'll just leave.
right, that looks good.
I like it.
Yeah, I like it.
Looks lovely.
Looks great from here. You're also right on the line that we need to be on down there to get it plumb.
I did that on purpose.
Did you actually? Because, okay, that would be the most shocking thing ever.
No, I didn't know that was the. Here, Dave, do it down here.
Yeah, but I'm in here.
We know.
I'm in.
Again, don't hit it too far because we got to get it lined up with the other side. Yep. There we go. All right. Now we'll actually grab the 8-foot level and get it lined up. What's a few minutes? Sometimes you just have to take a moment to appreciate a nice looking piece of wood. That's about the cleanest 2x4 you will ever find, especially in comparison to that. And from a structural perspective, it's fine, but just a nice, knot-free piece. Can't beat it. There's your ASMR for the day, I guess. And while we're talking about nice lumber there, this is pre-drilled for the plumber or electrician. And the reject pile, which is honestly smaller than I would have expected at this point. I should have flipped this over because it gets even better. Look at that. For a non-structural application, yeah, that's fine because it actually looks, yeah, it's not crowned too terribly. We'll use it, but well, you don't always get what you pay for. Look at that, we got some lights going up. It's dark down here with the floor above and the windows all boarded, but that's better. So, loop those around in some way, shape, or form. And of course, much brighter up front still because the floor is not all there. No word yet on exactly when the masons are going to be by, but it's been too cold for that, so I'm assuming later this week. And we'll, after this, take this set of scaffold up front as well, because that will be helpful for both them and us when it's time to put the ledger on. do whatever feels right. Yeah, you can go up there, he'll roll you around.
Because you know
Your chariot awaits.
Yeah.
That's a longer loop than Die in the Basement, I think. Maybe. I don't know. But it'll make things nice and bright and workable. We just then have to take them down when it's time for walls down here. That's fine. Watch your head. We got a drunk driver here. He just keeps going into the same spot and wondering why it won't go by.
Where are we going? Here.
Do you have your scaffold driving license on you?
Yeah, there it is. It's like a token chip.
I need to get a forklift. I need to get a forklift license for our forklift if we ever get it started. I also forgot where I parked the invisible boatmobile. There we go. That's better.
You touched it, it's gonna start.
That was your fault for touching it. It looked solid before you touched it.
That's it. That's all. Yeah, pull up the little trim board, see what happens.
Yeah.
See, it's solid.
Uh-oh.
I like that sound.
Battery or jam?
Yeah.
I'm either DeWalt should send me a new nailer, or I may consider switching to Milwaukee. So
No, I got it.
anyway,
Okay.
this wall goes over here, and then I was just got the plans here, making sure the bathroom as drawn will fit in this spot. We weren't sure, based on where the stair ends up, if we were going to either need to flat frame or omit the framing completely at the exterior, but there is just enough room to frame through with a regular... So noisy. A regular 2x4 wall, so that makes life easier. I think we're gonna have to carry up some more 2x4s. And we need some 2x6s for the wet walls. Yeah.
Oh, we gotta discuss it first. I thought we were gonna take it apart and then move it. Far enough. You good?
We get manually yet.
How far are you away?
About 2 inches.
I think we need the tapper to do that.
It's right there. Yeah, so it's gonna be pretty tight to the plaster to get plumb. Alright, well they got that taken care of. I just grabbed a couple 10-footers to make a split between the windows here. Measure up and see how this compares. We are still hauling trash over to the other site that has a bin, and looks like they're pulling floor joists out. That's good news for us down the line once this gets into actual construction, not just clear out. Got a little bit to do to finish this wall section. We need under the windows, and will be 2 different heights in this case. But we really started the morning off with restocking our 2x4 supply, and like a bunch of dummies, we started carrying up the stairs, and a little way in, I realized, why are we not just handing them over the front here? And that went a lot quicker. 1 up, 1 down, just over this. Instead of fighting through the narrow stair, that makes a lot more sense.
This one's heavy.
Well, the rest is a little easier than how far it up.
I can't get a stick up or something.
Get them on a slide. You were catching on some screws or something. I can see the screw, you bent it over. If it's going to be tight anywhere, it's going to be down there.
Down there. It is. It's tight. Sorry.
Oh, I can grab the ladder right
Yeah,
here.
but I was pushing it.
Just needed to break
Oh,
that.
you went really far.
Just needed to break that plane. That may have been too far.
Yeah.
There we go.
It's raining.
We are definitely not far enough to the back.
I know.
Down here. What? I got a pencil mark that I want to hit it to. Tell me
Almost so.
Well, yeah, almost.
Raining. Whoa, you're there. Now we need to pull them. I didn't get the levels unlocked.
Well, that should be. That mark should make it mostly plumb if I hit the top tire.
I gotta go get the level.
I know, those are locked up still.
Maybe we get the level.
That was plumbed down off of
Off
that top part when I checked if the chimney leans in or side to side.
Side to side. Everything leans.
Eileen.
Eileen, why not?
Come on, Eileen. That's good enough for now. We won't worry about that. That's not at that line. What is he talking about? Now it is. I blame the cut guy.
I'm trying to touch. That one's tight, but I'm trying. Give it a close shave.
Gonna be 2 inches short now.
Yeah. Sure.
That's how it goes. Uh-oh, what do I do? What do I do?
I don't know. You're gonna lose it.
I would have had it. Just fine. But it's a little easier to do.
I'm hitting here.
That's a nail.
Alright, screw. Right, yeah.
Well, if you're hitting there, we gotta.
I'm hitting.
Let me.
Solid. I'm hitting. Oh, yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, looks like a glove. Here, I'm hitting here.
If the glove don't fit, you must have quit. The only spot this should be tight in any way. Wow.
I'll get that.
I don't know what that's into, but it won't drive.
It's got a knot, something.
It's not. I think I run this way. It's catching the black there header. So we hit on the last one. Well, it's the right height to fit below it, but it won't fit below it on the angle. I don't think.
Smack it and see.
And with that,
Pull the bottom away.
we can pull the bottom and get the top in first. Oh yeah. Watch out for cars for here. Now we gotta pull the whole wall. Yep. Okay.
Slight plaster.
Reset.
Slight plaster.
Yeah.
Guess I'll knock the rest of that little bit off right there too.
Yeah. Like that. Something like that. That's. We gotta get you popped. Here, I'll get back up here and hold it. There it goes. All right, now I'll hold this top if you hit the.
So I gotta get over this side, because this is our
I
tight
need
spot.
to rearrange the ladder.
No.
There we go. There we go.
Well, that all got a little goofy. It was just catching on that header, which it's not in contact with, so I didn't measure it, but it's sticking a little low for fitting the wall past it. But we solved the problem, and the intermediate problem with the plaster, I swear that never ends. So we'll get these lined up. They look pretty much like they are. Well, it needs just a touch of adjustment at the top. Get them lined up and connected, and then a nice straight run across here, which it looks pretty close to that. Just a little minor fidgeting. And then, I think while we're at it, we'll run this next section of wall over here with the window. But we have enough in place here that we can snap out the back apartment. But honestly, while we're working on the perimeter, maybe we'll just take care of this section as well. I think we can only get one more section in there. We could always move that subfloor. So yeah, let's just keep working on the perimeter. There, decision made. Maybe. Next wall section, ready to go.
Gotta go up enough that I
To slide
don't
it
fall down the stairs.
Yeah. Get yours to slide first.
let's slam it.
Had to be a little careful here not to accidentally tumble down the stairs. That would not be fun. But that's the only spot where we have a window or door on this whole length. That's nice.
Little rain coming.
Yeah, well, you know, that happens. I think next up, we're just gonna go ahead and knock out the spot between these two chimneys here. It'll be mostly jack and king studs and window openings.
Let me see if we can take this plaster off.
guess that was bad.
This guy, all he wants to do is make a mess everywhere all the time.
Yeah, but it's plaster. It's fun. That's bad too.
Yeah, it does look pretty loose. Yeah.
I didn't plan on that.
Good thing we got some empty buckets still. Does empty buckets or plaster buckets make a better band name?
I don't know, but Moore's is coming up with a thought.
People haven't commented, but I imagine they're thinking to themselves, why does it always take these guys so long to get walls put up? It's because we spend half the time doing more demolition work just so we can put walls up. Well, it's probably a fairly safe assumption that it's loose most of the way up. I don't know.
That sounds pretty good.
That's... See, it does seem better as you go.
Yeah, that's pretty solid there.
Yeah, well, we're not in the business of doing more than we need to. We've already done more than enough to this building. We blew the budget in here like the day we started. Okay, clean up, everybody, everywhere. Clean up, everybody do your share.
Yeah, that's pretty solid.
Yeah, but I wonder over the window. I was going to haul the plaster debris over to the other job site that has a bin, but my truck won't start. Seems to possibly be the starter. Because it briefly cranked, and now it just clicks. And we know it's not the batteries because just recently we replaced both of those. Good thing my dad was an auto mechanic most of his life. So I guess we'll see. Meanwhile, that's cleaned up, so I don't need to watch down there. I'll get this measured and cut. Keep a little progress going at least. Dave went to hopefully be able to get a new starter at the parts store for my truck so I can get home tonight. And getting things put together here. Got a grand total of 5 full-length studs, including, well, they're basically all kings. So, and Jackson Place, so now I just got to measure for the bottom, and there has been a subtle variance as we go, within about a ½ inch or so. So we are checking them just to make sure we're getting it right. And then this, I'm playing my luck here. The height side to side is quite a bit different, so I did a little bit of adjusting for that. Hopefully I'm not setting myself up for failure. We'll see. We'll see when I pick it up. Somehow, no matter what I do, it always ends up tight, even if I leave it really loose. I don't know how that works. Or doesn't work, as the case may be. I'm finishing the wall up here, and my dad already made it back from the parts store. Thankfully, starter was in stock. Doing the hard work down there. Yep. I am spoiled and thankful to have a dad that can take care of vehicle repairs. All finished up with this section. It takes quite a bit longer when you're doing it by yourself. It's a lot nicer having one person measuring and cutting and one person assembling. So it looks like we do need to clear some nails and screws, a little bit of lath sitting there. So I guess we can make some more mess. Cleaning up the previous mess is what led us to finding out the starter was bad. So we'll hopefully be able to get that dumped today. All right, moment of truth. Hey, looks like that was the problem. So, yeah, well, that does explain for why a few months I've had, occasionally it just won't do anything, but the next time I cycle the key, it fires off just fine. Alright, next problem to fix is the broken tie rod. Yeah, well, I don't mean right now. I know you gotta do that right now. And if I'm gonna keep this any longer, I need 4 new tires as well. And the tie rod fix will require an alignment. This thing's getting a little tired, but got a lot of life left in it. At least it should. That fiasco unfortunately wasted a couple hours of this afternoon, but could have been worse, I suppose. Worse places for that to happen, and worse timing. So, still making good progress at least. We'll have to get that up tomorrow morning first thing. Still got to clean up at the ceiling. Then, like I said, I think we're going to run one more of the perimeter sections here. And we'll start measuring and snapping out the layout for the rear units. And maybe get into at least some of this up here. Most of the apartment walls are back here. There's just one wall kind of right at the beam here, so we really could carry through. The masons may be here in the next 2 days, maybe not, so we'll see how that works out. Unfortunately, all of that will have to wait till the next episode, because like I said, end of the day here, and we're tired. Time to go. So get some rest. If you haven't already done so, we'd really appreciate a like and a subscription. Helps things out, and we're also always happy to read comments. We're getting better at responding. We love feedback. Good, bad, indifferent. Would you do anything different? Like I say, there's more than one way to accomplish a task at this stuff. So, are we doing it the way you would? Maybe, maybe not. Anyway, thanks for rebuilding with us, and we'll see you guys back out here on the next episode where we get more walls. Start to make it look like a real apartment up here.